Da-Costa, let me start with you.
Right.
It's on the broader matters to do with people who want to trade. They have money in hand, they want to trade. However, there's this perception about online trading being a scam.
Right.
Is there any truth to that?
Right. Before I even get into that or I answer that, it's like you asking me that is love a scam?
Love is scam.
No, it's love a scam.
Charlie, but some be scam.
Right. But some to be
genuine,
legit. Yeah. So what that means is that if you fall in the hands of the bad guys, definitely your experience is going to be bad. And you're going to say love is scam.
Yeah.
If you fall in the hands of the good guys like Rutherford, you're definitely going to say love is a good thing. Okay. So the same thing, or the same principle also applies to online trading. Okay. So in as much as we have very good brokers, so like I said, the brokers just link you or give you the technologies to have access to the markets.
Yeah.
In as much as we have good ones, we also have the bad ones. Okay. Now, how do you know this broker is good? They have to be regulated.
Yes.
So BSWis as a broker is regulated, and if you are working with BSWis, you are in safe hands. So in that case, you are going to say online trading is good.
Okay.
But for those who ends up depositing or working with bad brokers, definitely are going to have higher charges, technology issues, and all of that. So for them, some of them can also say that online trading is a scam.
Yeah.
So that's from the broker point of view. Also, there are people online who tell people that, oh, give me money, let me trade for you. I can trade for you, I'll give you this profits, all of those things.
Yeah.
If someone says that, since you are going to put in some money, see it as business.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is that also confirm where does the person stay, which institution does the person work with, is the institution regulated? If there's any issue, can you go to some place to report or some sort of regulation somewhere? If you don't have these things
In
like
hand,
this
in place.
due diligence done, and you find yourself in the hands of such people, and then you end up losing your money, then you can say forex or online trading is a scam.
Yeah.
Please, do you get it?
Yeah.
So in as much as there are good ones, there are bad ones.
Okay.
So for those who say forex is a scam, I will believe that maybe they fell in the hands of the bad guys.
Okay.
Right.
Does it all also talk about online financial market trading?
Right.
Having the ability.
Right.
Look, and I'm always passionate about things relative to the youth.
Right.
And how they're able to earn a decent living.
Right.
Can this be a means through which our unemployment situation is dealt with? And if so, how?
Yes, it is. Okay, let me ask you this question. Do you believe there are no jobs? What was your thinking?
I don't think so. I think there are jobs. It's just about the ability to find them and then the enabling environment to actually get them.
Okay. So I agree with you with their jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. But my other thing is that if we keep saying there are no jobs, we are trying to point or accuse people of not giving us what we want.
Yeah.
But I believe there are jobs, but we do not have the skills
To meet those jobs.
Exactly. Please, do you get it?
Yeah.
Right. So when you start trading online and all of those things, what you first need to acquire is a skill of trading online, where you understand risk management, strategy, psychology, all of those things.
Yeah.
When you have those skills, these are some of the job opportunities. You can be an educator, you can be a content creator, you can be fund manager, you can be a programmer. So with programmers, what they do is that some people also don't know how to trade, so they program their trading strategies where traders copy them to enable them make their profit or all of those things, and then you can also sell them. Please, do you get it?
Yeah.
You also can be a fund manager where you can we have account called PAM account. Some also have institutions who are ready to give them funds to manage for.
Okay.
That's aside you trading for yourself. Please, do you get it? So there are a lot of job opportunities, a lot.
That are available.
Rutherford,
let me come to you. Good morning once again.
Good morning, bro.
So we're still in that context of job creation. You are employed, aren't you?
Yes.
What's your job description?
Well, when we talk about me being employed, basically, I would say I've been working for myself for a very long time.
So you are self-employed?
I'm self-employed, okay. Yes.
What's your job description?
Well,
make money.
Just to make money, I'm into a lot of things, but trading is, my profession, right? Yeah. That is what I call my profession, even though, I'm actually an investor, so I do a couple of things on the side. Yes, but...
So, when you say trading, and please forgive my tardiness in this question, is it the same trading that everybody knows, buying and selling? Is that what you do?
Yes, buying and selling.
Like the woman at Makola who's selling?
Well, in big financial market settings, right? Because when we talk about trading in our world, in the world that we know, in the financial market space, when we talk about trading, it's basically like what we do, what people do here, like buying and selling and stuff.
Yeah.
But this is on a broader scale, on a broader global scale.
Okay.
That is highly interconnected with big financial institutions, big hedge funds, and all these big players.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it's just like you taking an Apple stock, an Apple or Facebook or Tesla stock.
Yeah.
Before I'm able to buy, someone needs to sell that stuff to me, right? Yeah. The same thing like you go into the Makola market or something like that. But this one, we do them electronically, right? Because you can't just wake up and go to America and go to the Securities and Exchange Commission that you want to buy an Apple stock. There are technologies in place that allows you anywhere in the world to be able to get access to that sort of market.
Yeah.
Because you can just stay in your room and just click a button and you'll be able to purchase a stock. So that is the kind of trading that we're talking about here.
I see.
Yeah.
And you've been at this for how long?
Well, I've been in the game for 10 years. This is my 10th year.
Your 10th year.
Yeah.
Has it been all smooth?
Well, no, it hasn't been all smooth, and no business on this earth, is going to be all smooth, right? We have this law in the market, the 999 law, that if you are able to survive in a business for the first 999 days, your probability of being successful in that business extremely increases.
That's the first 3 years.
The first 3 years.
Give and take, yeah.
Right, yes. So, it's going to be really hard because, you're coming to learn a skill, and this is an experienced business. So the more you get experience in the business, the more you position yourself well to catch the opportunities abound, right? So, yeah. So it's never going to be all smooth. You're going to go through ups and downs and struggles and all of that. But eventually, if you stick around, long enough, you're going to actually hit your dream.
And look, I know that Costa and the work all of you do with BSWis, but why do you enjoy the option of trading through that vehicle, even though, as you said, you've done well for yourself across the board?
Yeah, well, BSWis is just a broker, right? They are just a broker that gives us access to the market. Because we're playing a game with, like I said, with the largest financial institutions. You can't take your money and go to maybe Barclays or Bank of America to trade directly with them. So these brokers are just in place to connect us to these institutions. They provide us with the technologies to connect us with these institutions. So I chose BSWis just because we have a lot of brokers in the market. We have thousands and thousands of brokers in the market, and I personally have worked with a couple of them. Because 10 years in the market, I've actually worked with a couple of brokers and all of that. Yeah, and all of that. But we have market conditions. We have every broker and what they require and how they go about their business. One thing that I like about BSWis is that they give you stable market conditions, because there are a lot of brokers in the market that manipulate prices, manipulate market, and all of that. This is a broker that gives you that stability in the market when you are trading, right? As a broker that gives you fair options to actually compete in this business. And they have, good support systems, good, instant deposits and withdrawals and all of that. So I think I found all those things very viable as a businessman, that, if these brokers are offering all these things, I think, because as a businessman, you're always looking for avenues that will, give you that stress-free way of running your business, right? So, yeah. So if you find yourself in that corner, you wouldn't choose any other broker apart from that. And that is what actually, brought me here.
Okay, great. Now, I also, per what you've explained, do I need to be literate, gone through school, first degree in finance, to be able to do what you do with trading?
No. Well, you don't need to be, literate or with degrees and all of that. Because in this business, intelligence is of little use over here.
So what is of importance in this trade?
Character.
Character.
Yes, human
Not
character.
intelligence.
Let me give you one example. In 1720, we all know about, say, Isaac Newton, right? We all know that he was one of the most intelligent people to ever live. He was actually a trader. At some point in 1720, he bought a stock in this company, South Sea Company, right? And when he bought the stock, the market started misbehaving, and he made a point. He made a quote that I can actually read the motions of heavenly bodies, but I can't read the madness of people, right? Because the market is a crowd. It's a bunch of people playing ups and downs in there. So when he got into the market, he felt like, this market is, it doesn't have any pattern, right? But he held the stock to a certain point that he sold that stock for like 7,000 pounds back then in 1720 for 100% profit. But few months after he sold that stock, the market started going up again. So he felt like he was missing out. So he needed to jump back into the market again. This is a very intelligent man we're talking about here, right? But he got through the emotions that was running through the market. He couldn't maintain his character. He couldn't maintain that persona that he had. So he re-entered the market at that point. And when he re-entered the market, he bought that stock back again. And as soon as he bought that stock back again, the market started going down, right? And within some few weeks, he ran a losses of about 20,000 pounds, right? So after that losses, he sold and exited the market. And if you read his history, he gave all the people around him a stern warning that nobody should mention the name South Sea Company in my presence ever again. Why did he say that? Because as intelligent as he was, if trading was all about intelligence, he would have been able to predict where the market was going and all of that. But here is the case, his character came in place. That upon all his intelligence and all of that, he couldn't survive in that arena. So trading is necessarily not about intelligence. It's more about character and human behavior more than, because you are predicting the psychology of a group of people. Because there are buyers and sellers every day in the market, and these are people that you don't even know. You don't know about them. You don't know the kind of trade that are trading for Bank of America and JP Morgan and all of that. But you are here trying to predict the behaviors of these people to be able to make decisions in their favor that will make you money.
So then I need to ask you, what kind of character do you need to have to trade?
Well, the character that I'm talking about here is that, first of all, you need to discover yourself as a person. Your risk tolerance, your adaptability level, your level of patience and discipline as well. All these things come in place to form that character we're talking about here, right? So if you are able to fine-tune yourself, to find a balance between yourself, your physical self, and your emotional self, I think you're perfect here. It doesn't need to be about you being able to memorize all the patterns we have in the market and all the prices that we have. It has nothing to do with that here. Even though, yes, it plays a part sometimes, but the vast majority of it comes in the market fighting with your personal character as a person.
I see. I see. Great. So I'm getting a lot of questions and comments based on what we are discussing. So what's your view, Rutherford, on those who present Forex and online trading on social media as a get-rich-quick scheme? Is that what it is?
Well, that is one problem that we have in our space now, because there's a whole industry, and a lot of people have been pitched to the idea that Forex is a get-rich-quick scheme and all of that, by people who are not, majority of them are not even traders by themselves, because we live in a world, or we live in a system where the level of unemployment keeps rising every day. People are looking for avenues, places to venture, right? People are looking for things to do that will at least make them some sort of income, because you meet a lot of people who say that, hey, so if I invest this amount of money, how much am I going to make and all of that? And this is a very disorganized perception that people have about trading, and that is why all these people end up getting lured into, the market without knowing what it entails. So, back to the what you asked. When you go to Instagram, there are a lot of people out there, a lot of people showing people Lambos, showing people houses and all these vacations, calling themselves traders and selling. But what I think is the majority of these guys are advertising themselves or are marketing themselves to sell something to the crowd, right? And they find it as attractive. They find it attractive that, okay, if I tell people what they want to hear, they will come to me. They will buy my product. They will buy my service. So basically, that is the main perception behind the idea of people presenting forex as a get-rich-quick scheme to people online.
But it's not.
But it's not. It's absolutely not.
So it's possible for somebody to engage in forex or online trading, look as innocuous, unassuming as possible, not grandstand, not market, but still make millions quietly.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's really going to take time, right? It takes time because there's a skill. There's like a business, like I told you, 999 rule. It's in any business, not in trading. It's in the world of entrepreneurship and all of that.
Yeah.
That everything takes time to start, coming in place. For example, in my story, I've been in the game for 10 years, right? But I didn't start seeing anything substantial in the market until after my third, fourth year.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was my fourth year that I made my first 100,000 in the market. And one good thing about it is that when things start clicking or when things start getting,
Shaped up.
in shape, right? It flows.
It's exponential.
Yes, it just flows. So that is what people need to understand, because you can't use 1 month or 6 months to become a doctor or to become a lawyer.
Yeah.
It takes years, right? And it's the same thing. So I don't understand why people, try to learn a skill or try to start a business or do a business and they pretend as if they don't know that in life everything takes time.
You see, you must understand that we are in the era of fast food.
Okay.
We are in the era of microwave.
TikTok era.
First, when people used to do popcorn, they would get the corn, they would do the processing, they would put it in it, they would find a big metal bowl,
Right.
and then add the elements, and then the thing would, take its time to pop.
Right.
Yeah,
Now there's a piece of paper. You open it, there's stuff in there. You put it in the wave, play to 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes,
Everything is cooked.
ready.
Right.
So you can understand that kind of mentality also exists
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
But you're saying that this is not the kind of business where
That's
you
not the
bring the
kind of
microwave
business that we
mentality.
do. Yes.
Okay, makes sense. But have you experienced what people call scam in online trading?
Well, honestly, I've even when I started, I've never ever experienced scamming before. Nobody have ever scammed me online before with regards to trading. The reason why people get scammed in trading is that, like we're saying,
They get greedy?
yes, people are just so attracted to the get rich quick scheme mentality,
Yeah.
right? That you meet someone random online who is offering you a proposal that, hey, give me 1,000 cedis and every week you make a profit of 2,000 or 1,005 or whatever, and you fall for it. And these people are parading as traders, but in reality, none of them even know. Majority of them don't even know what trading is
They are
about.
quantities.
You understand? Yeah. So
Confidence tricksters.
yeah. So if you get scammed through this means, I don't think, even though people get angry and all of that about trading, and all of that because of the experiences that they encounter with these people. But in reality, it has nothing to do with trading. You went online trying to make some quick money. You didn't do your due diligence and all of that, and you fell into their trap. So I think you should just, deal with it and just move on. Yeah.
Fashion hoodie and a call.
Fashion hoodie.
Okay, fantastic.
Right.
Da-Costa,
Yeah.
even as we touch down and wrap up our conversation this morning, a few things to clear up.
Right.
Is trading the same as betting?
Okay, let me explain this. The problem that we have here in Ghana, one of the key problems is understanding the meaning of words. Words. Okay. So Ghana, when you say competitor, our belief system doesn't even allow us to even understand what competition means. Automatically, it's enemy.
But that's not what it is.
Please come again.
But that's not what it is.
No. When a Ghanaian, typical Ghanaian hears the word investment, the mind interprets that as profit. So this is the problem to betting. What is even betting? Betting is you trying to speculate or predict the outcome of an event. So for me to wake up, sleep yesterday and wake up this morning, I had to bet. Even though I've been sleeping based on previous data, I sleep and I wake up, I sleep and I wake up. But it doesn't mean that yesterday or yesterday when I slept, I was going to wake up this morning. So there was a bet somewhere. Please do you get it?
Yeah.
Right. Now the problem now that I think the question that people want to ask is betting, you see we have business and we have gambling.
Yes.
They all come from betting.
Okay.
So in all of that, you are trying to speculate the outcome of something.
Yeah.
Please do you get it?
I'm rolling a dice. Chance of it going to 1 or 6.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I slept. Chances that I will wake up. So I've done some betting somewhere. But the all business and gambling all come from betting. So now what is business? Business is you having a high level understanding of risk management and also thinking in long term.
Okay.
Gambling is thinking in short term with no risk management in place. Please do you get it?
Okay.
So Forex or online trading can be seen as gambling and can also be seen as business, depending on how you are looking at it or where you are looking at it from. But all of them you can say betting. And in our life, whatever we do is betting.
Okay.
Please, I hope you get it.
I get it.
Let me just chip in this about the online
Quickly before
trading.
we wrap it up,
Quick
yeah.
one, yes. You know that currently 1 ton of cocoa in the market is priced at $5,600.
Yes.
Thereabout. But in Ghana, those who buy the physical commodity are buying it around $1,007 thereabout. But if you are an online trader, you have the first-hand knowledge and information about some of these things, and you are going to make good use
Of the information.
of the information. So that's why we encourage people to come to our training center just behind Accra Mall, City Galleria Mall. And maybe they can also call the number 050-895-3803. 050-895-3803. Come through, let's learn together, and then move as how the world is moving.
Fantastic. Unfortunately, I'm out of time. But gentlemen, I thank you for your time. Da-Costa, thank you. Rutherford, thank you.
Thank you, bro.
There's a lot to learn, and we will continue to learn
Right.
together. All right?
You learn a lot in the book that I
Yes.